If a man takes a L and lose everything, that woman is supposed to hold that man down. Let me go on and further and explain in my own way. Um, I saw a video the other day. I saw a video the other day where this guy was doing a video where he talked with this woman, right? And he was trying to test her to see where her mind was. And he was basically said the same thing that I just said, and I'm repeating what he's saying in my video. He's a so-called black man, I believe. Yeah, I think, yeah. He said, asked this woman. The woman said, I'm not going to be doing more for the man than what he can do because he the man. He's supposed to be doing for me because I'm the woman, and I'm supposed to, like, receive more. I'm just not going to spend more. If I'm spending anything, I'm gonna spend less, but he gonna spend more. If he can't spend more than me, then he can he can. I don't want to be with him. And then she turned around and said, "It ain't about love. Love can't do nothing for me. I need money. I need this and that and the third. Money, money, this and that. If he can't support me in nothing, then hey, we out. We taking a L, and I'm out, and I'm taking a L or whatever." Basically, what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? So I like how the guy challenged what she said. She said, he said, so let me ask you something. You're telling me that if this guy say he had everything, he took a L and lost every damn thing, but he's trying to do everything he get back up on it, everything he can to get back up on his feet. Because we know at the end of the day, everybody, we as all black people, we go so-called people of color, we go, everybody go through things. And basically, he was telling the woman, you wouldn't have no mercy up on this man. This man took a L and lost everything. You see what I'm saying? Lost everything he had, and he was holding it down for the sister as long as he was married to whether it was girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. I'm just saying it like that. If he held it down for that woman, made sure that woman had, and he was just holding things down as the man should, doing all those things. But you stand there and you tell me, well, since you took a L and you lost everything, even though you struggling and trying to get back up on your feet, I still don't want to be with you no more. I don't want to have no compassion on you. I'm not trying to hear that. Boom, bam, 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 or whatever. I'm out. I'm taking an L. That tells me the way I interpret that. That means you didn't love me from the beginning. That's what it indicates to me. It means you're telling me that you don't give a shit about me. It means that you're saying that you only love me for what I can do for you or what they can do for you. Because as a man, that's the way we interpret in that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because if you say that, if you say, well, okay, if he lose everything, I'm not trying to be the woman, and I'm not gonna like if my man took a L, you know what? I'm gonna uphold my man in this here. I'm gonna uphold my man. I'm gonna uphold my husband or whatever, cause he held it down for me. He went out there working through sweat, blood, and tears, going through a whole lot of shit. You see what I'm saying? Just going through a bunch of shit, trying to be there for the woman or whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm holding it down for you and I'm grinding for you and working hard and doing all this shit, and then you take a L on me and like, okay, I don't want to be with this. I don't want to be with this dude no more because of such and such a situation came up. His hard struggles came and knocked him down, and then now he doing everything he can as a man to get back on his feet. And you telling me you gonna take a L, and I ain't trying to hear that. I'm gonna go to the next dude. That means you don't give a damn. You see what I'm saying? That means the person don't care. So that's an indication to me is that that's not the definition of a good wife. She's not no good woman material. You see what I'm saying? And tell you the truth, that's the reason why a lot of brothers are single. Because I'm not saying that a woman don't have a right for a preference. That's not what I'm advocating. You have a right to your preference. You see what I'm saying? You have a right for preference. You know, we all have a preference. Just like we all have certain things that we like more. Like I may like me. I like ginger snaps. You may not like no damn ginger snap. So I mean that I get it. But if you know what I mean. But when it comes to like when your standards are too high or whatever, when your standards are too high, that's a problem. It's a possibility for your standards is to be too high. You know what I mean? You may not like. I may want this certain type of quality. I say I want this woman to have this type of quality. This woman to have this type of quality or whatever. Blah 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 and so on and so on and so forth. But I ain't no sense of me being that damn shallow. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be that damn shallow. You know, like it don't make no sense. Like, okay, well, I get it. The brother took a L, and I'm understanding his situation. You know what? It's time for me to lift this person back up. When I say a preference, I'm talking about like nothing wrong with having a preference, but when you get to the point to where what's that word I was gonna use? When you get to the point to where there's a difference between preference and somebody that's just what's that word? It's a word that I'm looking for. It's a word. It's a certain word that I'm looking for. And just having your standards too high. There's nothing wrong with that being having a preference, but having your standards a little too high. I'm not telling you to settle for anything. You should be able to get exactly what you want. But at the same time, if you got a person who genuinely care about you, if you got a person, they say they want a man to take care of. I don't disagree with a woman wants a man to take care of her and make sure she's good. I agree with you too when it comes to that. I do agree with you on that. I agree that I shouldn't be with a woman and I can't provide. I totally 100%, 1,000% agree with that. You see what I'm saying? But we having problems such as if that person take a L, if I take a L and just lose everything for an emergency reason and it just pop up or whatever, then wouldn't I not want that would be something would be wrong with me if I didn't want my woman to hold me down in the time of that crisis or whatever, because you got to look at the fact, okay, I held it down when I had a job, I was working and had a good job, making good money, all this type of stuff, and supporting the family, doing all these different things. You see what I'm saying? Something just told me it's to speak on this here. You see what I'm saying? Because we have a major problem in our community, and I done actually heard women on YouTube videos say, I want me a scam man. He got to be a scammer, a drug dealer, this and that and the third. I'm listening to all this stuff. So I'm like, you know what? There you have it. That's the reason why that our community will never get any better as long as we got people. Our people continue with that mindset like that. Because we already got Esau, the so-called white man, is actually screwing and got this whole thing in a chaotic situation the way that it is. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, having a preference, it's a word that I'm looking for, and just being totally shallow is two different things. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you get a man that has everything, let's say he's a wealthy man, and you know most black men, most men of color like myself and another lot of other so-called black men, we wasn't born, or we was not born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Everything that we get, we got to go get it from the so-called white men. You know, we got to go to their stores for everything. They control it all. We don't control nothing. You see what I'm saying? And what's the other word that I was going to use? I thought I was going to have this shit together. You got some men, just because a man can be you have certain men that can provide, and this is no shade against a so-called another brother, you know, a person, a man, you know what I mean? But you have a lot of people. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather compromise with the person who have a lot of wealth, treating you like shit, although he's giving you the physical part of it, but he ain't nothing but a, let's say, arrogant. He going sleeping around on you, sleeping with other. She's sleeping, going out with other dudes. I mean, he's sleeping and going out with other dudes. My bad. He's sleeping and going around with other dudes. I mean, with other women and things of that nature. But he's still taking care of you. You would rather still take the L and be with the guy that's treating you like shit, right? Even though he got everything, but he being an ass. He being just wicked as hell. I'm just gonna say it like that. He being wicked as hell, but he got everything. But the problem is he being wicked as hell. The man who works from 9 to 5, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with this person, the one from 9 to 5, who genuinely give a damn, who's busting his ass, let's say, every week, making sure that you are provided for, making sure you have food, clothes, all this stuff. You know, things of that nature. Which one would you rather be with? Would you rather be with the one who's more wealthier, who's wicked as hell? He's wealthy, but he's wicked as hell. Or would you rather be with the man who is not wicked? He's a righteous man. He worked from 9 to 5, and he works from 9 to 5, but he's a righteous man, and he loves that woman, and he's willing to take care of this woman, right? So a lot of women would tell you, I don't care how righteous he is. I don't care how righteous he is. I don't care if he work hard and work from 9 to 5 and make sure that he working his ass off, making sure I got it, or whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm still gonna take the L and be with the wicked ass dude. You see what I'm saying? So you tell me which one y'all think makes more sense. The one that's wicked as hell, who got everything, or the one who's working from 9 to 5, respecting this woman, making sure that she got everything, protecting the hell out of this woman. You see what I'm saying? Protecting this woman, because women, most of them, they love a man who's going to protect them, who's going to love them, and just genuinely just be somebody that is just going to be there for them in every way that they can and provide for them or whatever. No, that one, the average woman in our community don't want that. They don't. They want the guy who done took the L, messing with 4 and 5 and 6, got all these concubines. They rather deal with the guy that's taking an L, messing with all them concubines. They don't want to take the right way and take the guy who's working from 9 to 5, which would be the guy that would be the righteous man who's going to give them the scriptures, tell them how they should conduct themselves as a woman, love them, and be the provider of the home. No, that's too much like right. They don't want that. You see what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit, this crazy shit in the comment section. Just tell me what y'all think, bro. All right, I'm out. I'm going to come back, by the way, and I'm going to talk some more on this here. I'm going to put another video out. Something told me is to do a video about this here. But I'm going to eventually go to the streets, and I'm going to talk about this here. And I'm going to see what can I create. And if I can create a dialogue with my people on the streets and can talk about this here, and they can go into the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, which are the real Jews, according to the Bible, we can discuss, because they can help me. A lot of times they might can help me in some of the things that I don't even know with the collabing, you know, because I know somebody going to come along and somebody going to try to challenge me on this. I know they are, because we dealing with, I know I'm going to deal with the scoffers and all that shit. I know it. I already know it before it even hit.